in your opinion, Jamie, Lewis Hamilton this year, what can we expect from Lewis? And I suspect you're going to tell me that a lot of that is going to depend on the car, isn't it?
It is, because if you look back to last season, everybody thought he was finished after the first few races because the W13 wasn't a title contending car and he just looked so deflated. People obviously debated, was that a fallout from Abu Dhabi 2021? And it probably was partly to do with that. But then also you could tell from his demeanour, he just was not happy in a car that was at that stage not going to challenge for the title. And ultimately it never did. But what Mercedes did manage to do is they managed to find more pace over the season. It wasn't consistent, but you could say what they could do at their peak was stronger, which was shown when George Russell won the Sao Paulo Grand Prix and Lewis Hamilton finished second. But in that closing stage of the season, it was almost like a flick of a switch for Lewis Hamilton. Suddenly, when there was light at the end of the tunnel and you saw actually Mercedes are starting to make a bit of progress, suddenly he looked like the 7-time world champion again, you know, the Lewis Hamilton that we know. So it really is going to depend on the car. His contract is up at the end of 2023. And of course, naturally, there's lots of debate on whether he's going to sign a new deal or not. And I think a lot of that is going to depend on how Mercedes prove that they can get back to the front again and winning titles, because, of course, he's 38 now. He's still chasing that record 8th World Championship, but he's got so many stuff going on outside of Formula One that if in his mind he decides, you know, I'm not going to win that 8th title and that matters, then, you know, he doesn't have to stick around. So I think it really is going to depend on Mercedes. If they can put the W14 on the track and show that it is an improvement on the W13, which it seems like it is from pre-season testing, perhaps, then I think they've got the good chance then of keeping the Lewis Hamilton that we know on side and motivated. And then we should, hopefully, if that W14, is in the title fight, then we know Lewis Hamilton can deliver. So it really does depend on the car, quite literally, I think.